Hi again, curling fans. What a finish to the evening here. Close games across all four sheets, and they basically just ended minutes ago at the same time. That's exactly what we've come to expect here at the Grand Slam of curling. I know a lot of you, of course, are also celebrating the Blue Jays win tonight. So we got a lot to talk about as we go across the sheets and bring in the winning skips and winning teams to talk about their triumphs here tonight. And we are going to start with the sheet closest to me. A 6-4 victory for Team Hasselborg, and into the bright lights right now, the skip, Anna Hasselborg, on the post-game show. Anna, it's always great to see you. So far, so good for this team here at the Slam, still undefeated. Take us through tonight's victory.
We started off with hammer and didn't make the blank, even though we tried with this interesting rule, but ended up being fine anyway. And I think we were a little bit shaky in the game in the beginning, but then from the third end and forward, we really played well, and it was a really good performance of the team today.
Yeah, what is going right for this team right now? You are undefeated through 3 games into the playoffs, so congratulations on that as well. But what is going right for this team right now? Because a lot of people here are talking about the fact that this team is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the plan. We're just playing the slams, and the goal with that is to come here and be really focused and have lots of motivation. And we're spending a lot of time practicing, so we're throwing them really well right now. And technically wise, I think that is really working for us.
To that point, I'm hearing from a lot of the curlers about the fact that they are taking time to practice, to work on the technicalities of the game. Just take me into that, Anna, about how important that can be, because the curling schedule is so demanding now where you're playing, and sometimes you can pick up bad habits.
Yeah, exactly. If you play every weekend, you don't have any time to work on what's not working. So I think I really like what we have now. We play every third weekend, and we get 1.5, 2 weeks at home, and we have time to go through both technical things on your own, playing lots with the camera and stuff like that. And we have Christian on almost every practice, and then also doing the team stuff, spending lots of team working on how to throw them the same and stuff like that, yeah.
We'll continue to talk about this throughout the season, about the build-up to the Olympics. You've been through this before. Where are you guys at as you look forward to the games in Cortina? And are you where you want to be? And how do you use this time, Anna?
To be honest, I don't think too much about that right now, and I think that is part of the process, and that shows that I'm exactly where I want to be, because if you're in the moment all the time, you can learn from what you're at right now. So just being present and being in every tournament, and we will be ready in February, that's for sure.
You look really confident right now. What's going right for you?
I think I'm just having a lot of fun, and we have been together with this team for such a long time. This is our 10th year, our 3rd Olympics. We're very comfortable with each other, but we're still having lots of fun. And to say that we're going to a 3rd game, that's such a privilege, and I don't take this for granted at all. There's so many great teams, basically anyone in the field could be a favorite to win a medal, and I know that, and I feel more calm and more it's a privilege to be out there, and I'm just trying to enjoy myself and being present. I think we're doing that right now.
Couple of last ones to that point about anyone can win. Maybe just to comment on the competitive nature of the women's game today, because it really feels so competitive across the board.
Yeah, no, we have a few European teams that's just under slam level, but that probably will be in the slams just in a couple of weeks. And there's so many great teams, all Asian teams and all the European teams right now. Everyone is firing up, and everyone is playing really well, and a lot of teams are playing really much. So it's going to be crazy. And I say that before every Olympics that I've played in, but now I'm really meaning it.
Okay, last one. I know how much family means to you and everyone watching. Is there somebody you want to say hi to, Anna, who might be watching the post-game show?
I did promise Mira to say hi, Mira. So hi Mira, I miss you. Hej Mira, jag saknar dig, men jag kommer hem snart. Och jag lovar jag ska vinna några fler matcher. Okej?
Beautiful, Anna. Congratulations on the win. Keep it going and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. And hej August också, förlåt. I forgot my second child, but he's not watching so much. He's 2.
Absolutely brilliant. Get some rest, Anna. Thank you so much. Anna Hasselborg with a win here today to move to 3-0, sending her best wishes to family in Sweden who are watching. Okay, we're going to keep things going here on the post-game show. And just a sheet over what a game that was. Team Rana taking on Team Homan. A victory for Team Homan. They don't lose many games back-to-back. Rebounding with a key victory here tonight. We're going to bring in third Emma Miskew to talk about this win here tonight. Emma, it's wonderful to see you. I just said it a second ago. You guys just seem to respond after losses. You've done it again. Take us through tonight.
Yeah, it's always a battle. I mean, we played Rana so many times this year, just the way that the draw lines up with rankings, and it's always a tough game. And it was a bit back and forth. There was some picks out there, so you never knew what was going to happen. But we always stay tough and try to put as much pressure on as we can late in the game, and thankfully we came out with a win.
People do marvel about the fact that this team just finds a way to win the big games, and you did lose last night, but you respond today. Where does that come from, Emma?
Well, I think you always learn something from a loss, and sometimes when you get onto autopilot, when things are going well, you can be a little bit complacent about certain little details. So we really just regrouped last night and talked about some things where we needed to sharpen up a little bit, and especially with the different rules here and the music playing, we were trying to find other ways to communicate because there is a bit of background noise out there that we weren't used to at other events. So just talked it through, found a solution that would at least would work for us from a communication standpoint, and it did seem a little better from that standpoint today. And I mean, we definitely missed some shots, but we made some big ones too.
Earlier this week, I had a conversation with Rachel. I asked her, how do you describe and make sense of all of the success you're having? Emma, she talked about the fact that she feels like the communication, the support system, all of the little details around this team has really gelled and come together. Maybe over to you for some thoughts about that, about how important not only performing on the ice, but away from the ice, all those little things are allowing you to succeed in these big moments.
Yeah, and I think it's that, and it's a lot about trust and trusting that the information that we're giving each other is the best information that we can provide to each other, and I think that goes a long way. And when you get information knowing that it is correct coming at you, you can trust in your throws. I think that's a big part of it, and then knowing that we're all working so hard, equally as hard for the same goal. So knowing like we're going to miss shots, we're not robots, but learning from those, throwing the rock the best we can, and sharing the information with just open, honest conversations is a big contributor to especially being able to bounce back in games where we were behind in that game early and then found a way to win.
Which you've done time and time again, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Yeah, like you say, a lot of trust. It's a bit of a homecoming, of course, for Rachel, getting to drive, basically, and having family and friends. I know you have a connection to Edmonton that I'm learning about, so tell me about that.
Yeah, my dad was born in Edmonton, and he's got a lot of family in Alberta, and he didn't spend a lot of his years here, but he is an Oilers fan through and through, and in turn, so is my brother. Even though my brother was born in Ontario, he is also, just because my dad was, they are both diehard Oilers fans. So I know there's always family that comes out to cheer me on here. My dad's side are kind of spread out around Alberta, so it's always nice, and I always feel like it's kind of my second home out here.
Beautiful. A homecoming, no doubt. One word about this facility. You guys were here last year. You won it all. You feel right at home here. It is a spectacular venue, Emma.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility. It's really nice coming to Edmonton for Rachel too, and she's had a close connection in helping get this venue and the slams here, and so it's special for her too. But you walk in here and it's just such a beautiful atmosphere. It's a perfect size arena. There's people in watching. That's all you can ask for.
All you can ask for, and another win for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, Emma Miskew on the post-game show. We'll let you go. Enjoy this one. Thank you, Emma. Team Homan moves to 2-1. That was a crucial victory for this team. Like I said, they don't lose many back-to-back games. In fact, just off the top of my mind, I think it's been a couple of seasons since they've lost back-to-back games. So a win for Team Homan to move to 2-1, inching closer to a playoff berth. You want to get to 3 wins, of course, and that's exactly what Team Epping has been able to do here. with a win in the final end. And so John is now becoming a regular on the post-game show, and he's going to join us right now. Come on in, John. You don't have to wait as long because you actually went the distance here tonight. You had easy work last night, but take us through that final end. I was tied up and everything was happening. But you got 2 to win, just like you probably planned.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were hoping for. Playing a bit of the scoreboard and the point system because, 2 wins, we already have 6 points in the bank. And we're thinking if we get another point, it'd be, really a good chance at getting ourselves a spot in the playoffs on Saturday. So, wanted to make sure we really scored in that last end. And, things didn't look so good early on, but we were able to wiggle our way out of it.
To that point, you are finding ways to win, maybe games you wouldn't pull out in the past. So what is that saying about this team?
Yeah, I think I've said it all along. No quit. We grind hard. We like to be here. We love to play. And, that's what, what I just love about my guys. And, we just love being out there and playing. That's the big thing, with 2 young guys that, this is their first year of really getting a full chance to be in all the slams. And, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, what is it like to have a front row seat to the journey of them? Because you've been around here for a while, but I wonder if that sort of motivates you and inspires you and gives you a little bit of different motivation, John.
It sure does. It's fun just to live through their firsts. The first time they're like, oh, that's the first time we beat this person, actually. That's the first time it's like, wow. Big one for me is, last year at the Players' Championship, Jake said, I've always come here as a kid and watched in the stands, and like my dream's been to play in one. And then all of a sudden we're playing one. You just take it. I've been around, and not that I take it for granted. I enjoy every slam I get to be in, but to be front row, like you said, to experience that with him and just watch him, playing great out there, it's pretty cool.
What do you got to do to elevate the game the rest of the way here now that you have that playoff ticket?
Yeah, I mean, we won't take our foot off the gas, and actually we played quite well tonight. That was definitely a better performance by us, and I thought Team Kui played great, and I think that bodes well for us going into the playoffs. So we'll just keep trying to get a little more consistent. Again, tighten up a few more things, and give ourselves a chance on the weekend.
A quick one while we're talking, and I'm thinking about this in real time. When you say just being a little more consistent, are there indicators early in the game, John, where you're calling the game and you're looking at the way the ice is moving and your team is playing, where you go, this is how I'm going to call it tonight, just based on where we're at and what we're feeling in that moment?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's bang on. You can almost see it in the energy and the vibe of the guys too. We looked actually like a bit of a different team heading into that game, and kudos to our coach who isn't with us this week back home, but always keeping tabs on us and making sure that we're motivated in the right space and doing the right things.
If you keep winning, we might run out of things to talk about, John. It is Pride Night tomorrow night, so it'll be a fun time here at the arena. Any other closing thoughts before we let you go into the night?
Just thanks to Miskew so far. What an amazing venue this is, and go Jays go.
Big win tonight. Did you have your eyes on that at all?
Oh yeah, all the coaches behind the scoreboards were keeping us updated. They had their phones going and watching the game. So yeah, let's go. Let's keep it going.
I might have been distracted too. Okay, John, enjoy the night. Congratulations on another win.
Thank you.
All right, John Epping into the playoffs here at the Grand Slam of Curling, the second stop on the tour this season, the Co-op Tour Challenge. Non-stop stuff here. Day 3 in the books. We're starting to get somewhat of a playoff picture, but of course tomorrow is going to be jam-packed as well. 4 draws, and at the end of tomorrow night, right about this time, we'll have a pretty good idea of who's moving on to the playoffs. That's if we don't have tiebreakers on Saturday morning, but we just might. Okay, we'll have you covered on rockchannel.com. Of course, you can always watch all of the games and on all of our Grand Slam of Curling social channels. That's a wrap. Thursday night, as John said, go Jays go. They've tied up the series. We got a lot more to go. We're about halfway through the Grand Slam of Curling here in Miskew, Alberta at this beautiful Silent Ice Center. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in, Curling.